3 in a row, baby, and it feels so good. The Detroit Lions took care of business on the road. Really awesome job by our Detroit Lions, going to the New York Giants and defeating the 7-2 New York Giants, and not just beating them, we handedly beat them. This game was a fantastic game from the offense, defense, and special teams. All three phases showed up, and not a ton of penalties. Good job by the coaching. Folks, this team is really believing, and this is exactly what I want to see from this coaching staff, is exactly what I want to see from these young players. This is what I wanted to see this season. It started out terrible. It started out rough. But man, oh man, it's been glorious. They turned it up, and we are now, I feel like we're ascending to a team that people are not, they're worried about us now, folks. I think teams like, oh man, okay, 3-game win streak, 2 on the road. Now we go home on Thanksgiving against the Buffalo Bills team. This is just this is a good win. This is a really good win. We're going to talk about the winners and losers of this game. Not a lot of losers, just FYI. But before we do that, go ahead and smash that like button. Let's get to 500 likes in this video. Why 500? Because we have won 3 straight, and I say 300 generally, and I think we can hit 500 when your team is winning the way we are. Smash that like button. Let's go ahead and talk about the good, and there's a ton to talk about. First off, the Lions' defensive line played out of their mind. The Giants just could not run the football. Saquon Barkley completely stopped in this game. This guy carried the ball 15 times, the best running back in the NFL, for 22 yards at 1.5 average. Let me repeat that. Saquon Barkley, who was healthy, 15 carries for 22 yards. And you want to know who deserves a ton of praise for this bad boy? Alim McNeill played the best game he has ever played as a Detroit Lion today. This guy was all over it. This guy was tackle, inside, tackle, 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 tackle. Alim McNeill had 4 total tackles, 3 solo, 1 sack, 4 quarterback hits. Alim McNeill was fired today. Alim McNeill is, if he plays like this every game, it's on, folks. It's on. Huge shout out to him. And obviously, our rookie, Aiden Hutchinson. People said this dude was a bust. I said, hold your horses. Slow down. He's not a bust. Aiden Hutchinson here. Let's talk about how great he played today. Well, he had an interception. It was a damn good interception, and a fumble recovery. How do you win games, folks? The turnover battle. The Detroit Lions won the turnover battle by our rookies. You know who had another interception? Kirby Joseph. Our young players on this football team has bought in fully to this coaching staff, and they're playing out of their mind right now. Kirby Joseph, Aiden Hutchinson continue to they grow as rookies. And Lee McNeil's second-year player, just growing. Hell, I could even say Will Harris had a good game today. Jeff Okudah got knocked out of the game. That's the loser for the list, by the way. Not Okudah, but the injury to him. Got knocked out of the game, and that's going to be tough because he's probably not going to play on Thursday because of this. This team is believing, and I am so proud right now to be a Lions fan. I think there's another negative here is we keep declining the penalties. I don't understand that. I think you need to. I think Dan Campbell should start trusting this defense a little bit little bit more. I think you can trust him now. This defense is really getting better every game. They really are. Just absolutely fantastic. You know, a lot of people were upset that we traded TJ Hawkinson. A lot of people were upset, and I said it was a good trade for both teams. Good trade. Brock Wright, 2 receptions for 20 yards. Long 16, he was targeted twice. We don't use the tight end as much as other teams. Because why? You got Amon-Ra St. Brown, who had 7 receptions, 76 yards. Okay, Khalif Raymond, again, 3 for 33. Tom Kennedy, 1 for 13. DeAndre Swift, 3 for 12. Jared Goff, we didn't have to run. We have to throw the ball every single time. 17 for 26 for 165. 0 touchdowns. Of average of 6.3, rating of 83.1. Did Goff play great? He played all right. He had some bad throws that could have been interceptions. He did. But if you have a team that can run the football and play good defense and you put some weapons around Jared Goff, you're going to win. You can win with him. He's not a garbage quarterback. He's a mid-level quarterback, and that's exactly what it proved here. Daniel Jones, 27-44, 341, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. You don't have to when you're running the football with Jamal Williams, 17 for 64. Justin Jackson's 9 for 66. DeAndre Swift didn't do that well at 5 carries for 20 yards. But Justin Jackson, 7.3 yards a carry, 3.8 for Jamal Williams. He's just consistent. 3 touchdowns for Jamal Williams. He's consistent, folks. Let me know who's the MVP of your game. Put the name of the player who you think is MVP in the comment section. Lions defense, they did a fantastic job. Deshaun Elliott had a ridiculous tackle on Saquon Barkley. That was huge because he was alone and he took him down. He had 8 solo tackles in this game, 1 QB hit. Will Harris did good. 5 solo, 8 total. Will Harris played good. I'm going to give him his credit. This team is buying it. I thought Isaiah Buggs had a good couple plays as well. Alex Anzalone, I give this dude a lot of grief, but he played well in this game. The linebackers played better than they generally do. Now, Daniel Jones is not the greatest quarterback in the world, but damn. You really you took a good coach team in the New York Giants, a good running team in the Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones, and you freaking you demolished them. It says the score is 31-18. But in all honesty, we played better than that. We gave up a last touchdown because we didn't care. It was pre-vet defense. They didn't care. 5 minutes left in the game? They didn't care. Troy Lions came to play, and they whooped on that butt. They absolutely did. So huge shout out to everybody on this football team. Everybody. And Badgley. He's still 100%. Michael Badgley, our kicker, 100%. We are a top 5 draft pick, not for the Detroit Lions. The Rams are picking 5. That means we are picking 5. We got a top 5 draft pick. And there's teams ahead of the Rams. You got Carolina at 3-8. Chicago, 3-8. So if they win, and you got the Las Vegas Raiders, by the way, they probably will win today. They're 2-7. The Lions could be sitting at 4 by the end of the day if the Raiders win. And by next week, we could be sitting at a top 2 pick because of the absolute collapse of the Los Angeles Rams. Brad Holmes, give this man credit. Give this man some love. Look at these young players. Malcolm Rodriguez, Kirby Joseph, Aiden Hutchinson. Now, he didn't play in this game, Pascal, but he's had some moments. Jerry Jacobs last year. Aleem McNeil last year. These guys are doing a really damn good job. We got a running back in Jamal Williams, who we picked up in free agency, who we need to, I'm saying right now, we need to extend Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams. Would you like to know his stats for the year right now? He has 142 attempts, 604 yards, 9 touchdowns, 4.3 average. 9 touchdowns. He may get to 1,000 yards. Damn good game. Jamal Williams, I love it, man. This team is changing. This team is getting it done. And I gotta see something really quick. I gotta see something. The Indianapolis Colts lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay. Remember that linebacker that said, you'll be crying a lot? Jamal Williams, you'll be crying a lot? Oh, yeah? Who's crying a lot now? Who's crying now, Colts? I think our future is a little brighter than yours right now. I think it is. Folks, this is a hell of a time. Post-game show with Lions Nation Unite. Get ready for that. This is a good time to be a Lions fan. Win, baby, win. You can find me on all these social media sites. Yeah, I got to change this name. It's not Micro Mike no more, but you can still search it and find it through all Micro Mike, and Real Micro Mike. I go by my real name now, but you can still find it. With that said, folks, adios.